Hi all! After 2 strategy realization making videos, back on track again with communication effects. Today we'll explore the Dunning-Kruger effect and how our learnings from it can be applied to our communication in practice. The Dunning-Kruger effect is based on cognitive bias, where the incompetent is unable to define, realize, accept its own incompetence. And the opposite for the competent, that believes everybody is as competent as itself. The American gentleman that had it scientifically confirmed is David Dunning and Justin Kruger at Cornell University in New York. They summarized the effect as so. The incompetent has a cognitive bias of himself, the competent about others. Or as I put it, sometimes you are dumber than you admit. Why is this of essence to apply this learning to communication? When standing in front of a target audience aiming at communicate and address a topic of importance, it is so easy that we underestimate the competence, intelligence and experience of the target audiences. If so, you will immediately lose their attention. If the feeling is that you are looking down at them, not respecting their knowledge, they will be annoyed. Their minds will instead focus on how you are communicating, not what you are saying. Impact equals 0. On the other hand, if you overestimate the knowledge, you will lose ground because they will not understand what you are communicating, since you are far away in your own thinking. If that happens, the audience will be far behind you, equals no impact of your efforts as well. Instead, we have to balance our call for actions, the understanding of the subject, the establishment of a buy-in through a well-timed, relevant message based on a valid and thorough stakeholder mapping. As a sender, there is also a degree of under and overestimation that you need to consider. Sometimes you feel anxious in front of the group and thinking, will they really be interested in what I'm going to say? Underestimating your own competence of the content to present. My response to this is, you are the subject matter expert. You know the stuff better than anyone else in the audience. If you bring things to life and appeal your message to head, heart and hand, you will succeed. Believe in yourself, trust yourself. On the other hand, the worst you can do is to overestimate your own skills and think that you don't need to prepare yourself. Well, then you will automatically fail again. All audiences are unique. All communications needs to be adapted somewhat. Different stakeholder has different prerequisites. So, you have to prepare yourself, no matter what. Set your no-feel do. What is it that you want them to know? How do you want them to feel about what you just have presented? And what is it that you want them to do after your presentation? Complement this one with your walkthrough of the communication framework, defining why, how, what, when you're doing this presentation. Finally, it requires real competence to understand your own competence. Be humble, respect your own limitation, embrace diversity in your team, and surround yourself with great minds and personalities that honestly and factually can tell you the straight truth. Otherwise, you may be dumber than you admit. Go for it.